Hello and welcome back to our journey at looking at Microsoft Clarity. And this is part 3 in our series. I'm Rob Thomas, your everything Microsoft Cloud Architect. And as we jump into part 3, which is going to be showing you how to get Microsoft Clarity set up on your WordPress website. And I'm doing WordPress mainly because 90 to 95% of small businesses or startups are using WordPress. So I'll just start. We'll start here with a larger use case. Now, without further ado, let's give a shout out to our sponsors, and that's going to be the Software Dudes, Enterprise Software Solutions. These guys are great for any of your Azure, Microsoft 365, Copilot, Power BI, Microsoft Dynamics, Microsoft SQL Server, Microsoft Windows, SharePoint, and Microsoft Clarity needs. Highly recommend reaching out to them. You can see these are their existing customers. I'm a customer, I'm a partner. I highly recommend using them. Again, these guys turned me on to Microsoft Clarity, which was amazing. All right, so in a previous video, this is gonna be more impromptu. Like we're gonna do some stuff. We're gonna walk through some simple flows. I'm gonna show you what Microsoft offers. Just, just smooth our way through this because it's super easy to set this up, right? So you can see here previously, we went through, looked at the dashboard, looked at the recording, looked at the heat maps, looked at the live demo that Microsoft showed you, right? So let's kind of jump into this. So if you can see here, this is their guide. So it has like all the stuff you need, all the setup items like installation, integrations. Like this is going to answer your everyday questions that you're going to have. You can put in the title here and filter it, right? So more documentation on Microsoft Clarity, and then this is where we're going to go to pretty much get it set up. And this is the steps to doing it. So you're basically, let's just kind of walk through this real quickly, right? So you're basically going to go to WordPress. As always, you go to your plugins, right? So you go to your plugins, install plugin. Definitely going to add on the add new plugin. It's going to bring up Microsoft Clarity. You're going to click that install now. It's going to install it. And you're going to make sure you activate the plugin, right? So they kind of skip that step. And then once the plugin is installed and activated, you're going to sign in. You want to make sure you sign in Clarity first on the website. So you're in, and then you'll sign in inside of WordPress. So you see how you click that sign in, you click that down, you'll see that project that you signed up for to be there. You engage the project, and then you just put in the name of the website, the URL, and then select your industry, and then you're done. Right now, this is a little deceiving. It's going to take about 3 days. It says 3 days for your data to start piping in. I'd give it maybe 2 weeks to a month. 3 days you'll see data, but full breadth of your data. And if you don't have a lot of people coming to your site, this becomes a challenge, right? So you want to make sure this on. Whoever does come to your site, you start getting that traffic. You're going to see where users are going. Really empowers you. So let's go here, right? So again, we go in there, click the add new plugin. We go here, put the Microsoft Clarity right there. Boom. I'll hit install. I haven't done it. And this is the site I set up on Azure. So we're just going to sit there, and then you can see they skip that step. You want to click activate. You want to activate that plugin, right? So now the plugin is on, it's activated, right? And then it's going to, now you can see I have other sites set up because it just kind of picks up my username and things like that. I probably could, let me do this. Let me try it. Let me try clicking on this one. Let's see if it'll let me do it. I'll unconnect it, but I'm just giving you kind of an idea of, and it's not going to populate data, but I just literally, it did kind of. So I just literally connected this to a site that I have, and then boom, like super easy, like set this up, got it going, still brand new. And technically shouldn't have did that, but I did that. And the way I can disconnect is I could just come back, I can manage accounts, I could add another account, I could sign out of it, right? And then just go back in and do it again, like sign in again, right? So I could disconnect it, I could sign in again, and so forth. Now, before I even try to do something like this, I probably want to kind of skip the step. And what we're going to want to do with Microsoft Clarity is, let's just go back here, and let me bring up another browser I was working with. 1 second. So you could see here, there's a sign in, right? And you're going to want to click sign into Microsoft. So I click that. So that kind of showed you that piece, but I didn't show you the front end, right? So you want to make sure you sign in here first, and then just create your project. And then when you sign in, like I showed you, it would have showed me this other website, Glide City's website, and then we would have been able to set that up. So just kind of showing you, so you can see here, accept it, boom, I'm going to do that, right? And then this is where I'm going to put Glide City. So I'll say Glide City, like the skating ring, and I'll say it's what I want to say. I'll just call it retail, and then I'll call it like something like www.glidecity.com. Do that. It would be something like https:// sorry, like that. And then I would add a new project like that. Boom. And then now Clarity in their system has that project saved, right? And that's going to just take you through all the steps here that you need to do, like set up the integration, invite people, analytics, right? You're going to go in here and you're just going to like complete all the necessary steps. Now I would go back to my Microsoft right here, and then and now it's barfing. But let's click out of that. Let's smush. I'm gonna go back. Right, and then now it's gonna ask me to sign in again. Right, and I'm already pre-signed up, which is great. I already created that project, so we're gonna look for that project. I just wanted to show like it's. But I showed you how you connect it to any project, but now it's gonna be like, oh, okay, Glide City, yeah. Looks like Glide City does not have permissions. Contact blah 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 blah. But anyway, but you can see that when I'm signed in with this, with my other one, this is just a great example of me signing in, able to see it, able to connect, everything's working. So it didn't work there, but I actually set this up on my personal website right here. So this is actually Montfichet. So this is, got this set up. I don't have a lot of traffic going to this site, but you could just showed you that. And then those were the steps I actually went through of logging in, getting set up. And then at some point, I'm waiting for all the data, and it's going to take you 3 days for all that data kind of just populate and starts looking like this, depending on how much traffic you're getting. All right. So if this was helpful, right? We just wanted to quickly show you crash course of how easy, how quick it is to get this set up. And let me actually jump back in and disconnect this because I don't want it to cause me some problem. But it's that easy to get the plugin. Now, there's another way you could do this too. I do want to briefly mention that, and that is if I go in here, and actually let me see. That was on my Chrome, right? So if you're in here, you have another way. You can see here, you could install the code manually. So get the tracking code, right? And then you'll grab this tracking code, and you'll use this tracking code in your WordPress site. So you'll basically say, all right, so I got WordPress. I don't want to do it on that one, but I got WordPress, right? And I didn't want to use this plugin. I would actually go to this plugin and I would use a thing called WP code. They're really, really good. And let's say I'd purchased a WP code, and I would use that, so right here, install WP code. Actually, let's install it. Let's fool around with this thing. I'm just going to quickly show you that I can grab WP code, install it onto this, and then activate it. And then I would just go inside of here with WP code and, with my code snippet. And then I would just create, another thing, and I put it in as the header and the footer, and I'll just like insert that code in here. and get it running, right? So this is the free version. So this is not super great. I have a paid version on my other sites here, and basically in the header or the footer, I would just paste that code in there, and I'm good to go. The reason why I would do that, because that code would be lightweight, right? Let me kind of go back to plugins. It'll be lightweight. So whenever you're installing plugins like this one, this could be a little heavy. So you can kind of see it here, because it's not in like the it's not buried in its own element, like the code snippet, right? It's not like I can go to settings and then I could see stuff or tools or whatever. So just kind of that heads up. You want to lightweight so it's not consuming more resources and slowing down your website. That's why you would actually just plug that code in and you just kind of wait for the dashboard to generate and so forth. But if you want it super easy, you just go here to Clarity, install the plugin, and just sign in and good to go. Right? I like this way, just viciously easy. All right. I hope this was helpful. I wanted to show you how quick, how easy it is to get this set up on your WordPress site, get it going, get it connecting. Again, you want to give it 3 days for it to populate that data, and then you'll be off and running. All right. So I hope you got a lot of value out of this. I hope this was helpful, right? And I just encourage you, start using Microsoft Clarity, get it set up on your website, start splicing that data with Google Analytics, because I have analytics here, because it'll start bringing that Google Analytics data in, and you'll be able to kind of look at that data. Another cool thing is this is the Google Analytics setup steps. And then you just go in here and find that Google Analytics guide, and it'll kind of walk you through all of that and help you to be super successful. All right. So like and subscribe, click the notification button, comment in the comments below your experience. Like, how was this helpful? Did you get some value out of it? Talk about your experience installing Clarity onto your website. And I would love to get into the discussion with you. So again, thanks so much for your time. Thank you for going on this journey with this 3-part series with me. And click the notification button so you are notified of any upcoming videos. Thanks so much. Have a great day, and bye.
Right.